That burning feeling when someone's walking too slowly in front of you, when your internet takes 3 extra seconds to load, or when your partner doesn't respond to your text immediately. I used to be that person who would internally combust over the smallest delays. My impatience was literally destroying my relationships and my peace of mind. But here's what I discovered that completely changed everything. Your brain is actually wired for impatience, and it's not your fault. Think about it. Our ancestors needed quick reactions to survive. That same system is now firing off when your coffee takes too long to brew. The problem isn't that you're impatient. The problem is that nobody taught you how to work with your brain instead of against it. And trust me, once you understand this, developing patience becomes so much easier. Let me share something that might surprise you. Patience isn't actually about waiting calmly. Real patience is about emotional regulation and managing your internal state when things don't go according to plan. It's a skill that can be learned, and I'm going to show you exactly how. First, let's talk about what's really happening in your brain when impatience strikes. Your nervous system goes into fight or flight mode over something as simple as a slow checkout line. Your heart rate increases, stress hormones flood your system, and your rational thinking shuts down. Sound familiar? The key to transforming impatience starts with self-awareness. You need to catch yourself in that moment before the frustration takes over. I call this the pause point, and it's your gateway to real change. Here's a simple technique that changed my life. When you feel impatience rising, take one deep breath and ask yourself this question: what story am I telling myself right now? Maybe you're thinking the person ahead of you is being inconsiderate, or that this delay will ruin your entire day. These stories fuel your frustration. Now, here's where the real transformation happens. Instead of fighting the impatience, acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I notice I'm feeling impatient right now, and that's okay. This simple act of mindfulness breaks the automatic reaction pattern. The next step is what I call the patience reset. Take 3 slow, deep breaths, focusing on making your exhale longer than your inhale. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and tells your brain it's safe to calm down. Your body literally shifts from stress mode to peace mode. But here's what most people miss about developing patience. It's not just about managing the moment, it's about building your tolerance muscle over time. Just like physical exercise strengthens your body, practicing delayed gratification strengthens your patience. Start small. When you're waiting for your morning coffee to brew, instead of checking your phone or fidgeting, just stand there and breathe. When you're stuck in traffic, resist the urge to constantly check the time. These micro moments of practice build your patience reserves. If you're finding this helpful, make sure to subscribe because we're going to explore more techniques for mastering your emotional responses. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of these game-changing strategies. Here's another powerful technique for building long-term patience. Change how you view waiting and delays. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, start seeing them as opportunities. An opportunity to practice calmness, to observe your thoughts, or simply to be present. This mental shift alone will transform your experience of impatience. Your relationships will thank you for this work. When you stop reacting from a place of impatience, you create space for understanding and connection. Your stress levels drop dramatically because you're no longer constantly fighting against reality. The science backs this up too. Research shows that people who practice patience have lower cortisol levels, better sleep quality, and stronger relationships. Your physical health improves when you're not constantly triggering your stress response over minor delays. Here's something I want you to try this week. Pick one daily situation that typically triggers your impatience. Maybe it's waiting for your computer to start up or standing in line at the grocery store. Make this your patience practice ground. Every time you encounter this situation, use it as an opportunity to breathe, reset, and choose calm over chaos. Remember, developing patience is really about developing self-discipline and resilience. You're training your brain to respond rather than react. You're building the mental focus that will serve you in every area of your life. The beautiful thing about patience is that it creates a ripple effect. When you're more patient with yourself, you naturally become more patient with others. When you stop rushing through life, you start actually enjoying it. Your impatience isn't a character flaw. It's just a habit that can be changed. With consistent practice and the right techniques, you can develop the kind of inner peace and calmness that makes life so much more enjoyable. If this video helped you see impatience in a new light, share it with someone who might need to hear this message. And if you want more strategies for emotional regulation and personal growth, check out our other videos on building self-awareness and managing stress. The next time you feel that familiar surge of impatience, remember, this is your opportunity to practice, your chance to choose peace over pressure and calmness over chaos. Your future self will thank you for starting this practice today.